Today, there is a paradox about the impact on job on AI. On the one hand, if you survey workers, we have evidence that 2/3 of the workers are convinced that in 5 to 7 years, their job will no longer be there. And another third is convinced that their job will be there, but they will not be able to perform it because they will not be skilled enough. On the other hand, when we look at the reality of AI, what we see is that it is barely 20% of companies who have managed to bring real AI solutions at scale. So I think there is a massive exaggeration on the impact that AI will have on the workforce. And some reports have been sent out with a bit of a panicking and alarming mindset. And I think that yes, of course, AI will radically transform deeply the way we work, but it's not going to be a sort of tsunami. It's going to be a long, tedious transformation that will take time to change the process and to deploy AI within, all companies. And if you look at some of the companies which are very advanced with AI, like Benz, who have started to deploy solutions to automate part of the work they do in back offices, we are not in a situation where, 20–30% of the sector are being busted because of AI. AI will have an impact on jobs because AI can automate some parts. But AI has other benefits. For instance, AI is also an opportunity to create job opportunities for people who don't have a lot of skills. For instance, if you look at people who are maintaining industrial lines, today their skill is to know how to change components, when to do some intervention on the machine. Soon they will be guided by AI. And one given person, being guided by AI, might be able to work on very different lines. And people maybe with lower skills might be able to start working in these type of sectors because they are more guided than what we could do in the past. So yes, I think AI will have some impact on job. Yes, some job will be automated at some point, but not to the scale of a potential tsunami on our economy. Then specifically to India, I think India has a large industry in tech and a large industry in business process outsourcing. Here, I think it's very important that India managed to take the turn of AI, because AI, will change the tech industry radically, and on the business process outsourcing industry, being able to inject AI in the service offering and in the way people work has a massive impact. So given the state of the Indian economy, it is a priority to make sure that Indian companies start to take that turn very soon. I think that this is something which is in the hands of companies who have to train their people to use AI, to bring that into their processes. It is also in the hands of governments. And around the world, many governments have started to launch very big plans to upskill population and to prepare students, the full curriculum on the new AI world. And I think this is something super important for India. One trap is to try to cover everything, either at government level, try to build AI capabilities everywhere, or sometimes at company level, which is trying to do tons of things with AI. And I see many companies who have hundreds of prototypes on AI. I think people, companies, governments need to think strategically about AI. Where will this make a difference? Either in my company, which are the 2 or 3 key processes where AI will make a difference, and I'm going to focus all my resources to make AI happen there, bringing the technology, but changing the way people work, upskilling my people, changing the day-to-day processes people are following in their work. Or as a government, where should I, focus for my AI investment? Is it in healthcare? Is it for risk and banking? Is it on operations? Like Canada has launched a very visible AI initiative. They are dedicating significant budget to AI at the for research institute, but they have also developed clusters. For instance, they have a very powerful clusters with universities, SMEs, large corporations, which is focused at using AI for supply chain, because they have decided that supply chain would be one of the breakthrough area for AI in Canada. So I think, for every country, including India, it's very important that, any AI policy decision making is really focusing on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 priorities.